Alright, in response, I'm going to tap 6 mana, and we're going to talk about Final Fantasy VI and Magic the Gathering as part of our ongoing character color prediction extravaganza here, where we go through all of the games and talk about what we think character colors are going to be for the Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy crossover that's coming this summer. So without further ado, let's jump on in, shall we? So, as you can tell behind me, there's a lot of characters in this game. That's not all of them, but that is the majority of them. This game was released in 1994. It was the last game in kind of the pixel era, and notably does not revolve around crystals, unlike a lot of the other ones did. There are 14 playable characters. This is going to be a long video. I do apologize ahead of time, but feel free to take an intermission and come back and finish up the rest of it if it gets to be a little too long for you. It's 14 characters, largest in the series, period. There's no game in Final Fantasy that has more characters that are playable. 4 characters per party, though some events do cause you to have less than that, but never more than 4. Each character has a unique ability and a unique class, but unlike previous games that use the job system, this has something kind of similar, but you equip espers and relics that teach magic and give stat boosts. So it's kind of like a job system, but it's a little bit different. A lot of characters can do a lot of things, but they each have a unique thing that is specific only to them as well. It does use the ATB system, and yeah, that's pretty much it. For the characters, I'm going to be paraphrasing at the very beginning of their description a little blurb taken from Final Fantasy Wiki, just to cite my own sources, before getting into the gameplay and Magic the Gathering stuff following that. So, the first character, Tara Branford. Seen often as being the main character, though there are kind of a couple of people who could be the main character, but she's the first character that we play as in Final Fantasy VI. She's known as being a girl who spent most of her young life being trained to be a weapon for the Empire. She has got a very high casting ability, but also some pretty good physical stats as well. Her class is Magitech Elite. Magitech is sort of magic and technology being combined together in the game, and her special ability is Trance. So, she's one of 2 characters in the game to have innate magic who learns more spells as she levels up, which is pretty notable. She can also use most weapons and armor, and is often associated with the element of fire. To that degree, I decided to color her red, white, blue, or maybe red, white, black. I think that kind of fits. It allows her to be spellcastery, but also gives her access to some of the cool equipment and stuff from other colors that maybe she wouldn't have access to otherwise. Very well-rounded stat-wise, would likely be a Spellslinger deck, I'm thinking. Could be a flip card with her trance ability on the other side. I think that could be neat. The next character, Locke. Locke Cole is a treasure hunter and rebel sympathizer. His class is Thief or Adventurer in some cases, Adventurer being heavily in quotation marks, and his special ability is Steal or Mug, depending on if you have a special item equipped to him. He is a bladed weapons specialist. He's very speedy, very evasive in the game. I'm thinking red-white or red-blue. Red-white or white-blue, excuse me. Kind of an equipment strategy, unblockable, very equipment-based is kind of what I'm thinking for him. Rogue-like in Magic the Gathering terms. For Edgar is one of 2 brothers. Edgar Roni Figaro is the king of Figaro and Locke's friend. He claims allegiance to the Empire while secretly supplying the returners. His class is known as Machinist, which is kind of cool. He does tech stuff. His special ability is Tools. He can use different tools to debuff certain enemies and cause different status effects and that sort of thing. Also does some heavy damage. He's pretty thick. I'm thinking white-black and would likely have something to do with Wither. I think that'd be a cool mechanic just to see him weaken the enemies that he comes across. That's kind of one of the only status effects that I can think of in the game. Or maybe he taps. That could be cool. Causing things to tap. Sabin, Rene Figaro, or Best Boy, as I call him, is Edgar's brother who fled the royal capital to hone his martial arts skills. He's this guy right here. He's my favorite. He's a monk. Go figure. His special ability is Blitz, but his best ability, or suplex, is Meteor Strike, a train. Meteor Strike is his special ability. If you know, you know. He's the guy who suplexes a train. It's one of the coolest parts of that whole game. I'm thinking green-white or green-white-red to kind of juxtapose his brother, showing them as being similar but a little bit different. He's a brawler and could fit well into a lot of combat strategies, a lot of other monks. So whether it's green, white, red, or blue, I think he could fit among all of those. Cyan Garamond is a loyal knight of the Kingdom of Doma. He's a samurai. His special ability is Bushido. He is aggro and combat focused to the max, as are most samurais in Magic the Gathering and in Final Fantasy. So I'm thinking red, black, white, that's pretty easy, or maybe red, white, green. Remember the adage, ABBA, always be attacking. That's kind of his deal. He wants to hit hard. Gao is a feral child surviving since infancy in the harsh wilderness known as the Veldt. He's a beast boy, not that one, different beast boy, and his special ability is Rage. He's a little feral child. I don't even know. Yeah, he's right here in the very bottom behind me. Feral child raised by beasts. I'm thinking green-blue. He embodies Simic to a T. Adapt, eat, overcome, become stronger, rinse and repeat. I'm thinking +1/+1 counters and other Simic strats for sure. From there, we've got Celeste Cher, who's one of my favorite characters. She's a former general of the Empire and a Magitech Knight. She joins the Returners following her imprisonment for questioning Imperial policies. Her class is Rune Knight, which is one of my favorites, and her special ability is Runic. So she's got access to a lot of ice magic. This juxtaposes Terra in a lot of ways. And I'm thinking white-blue fits her. You know, complements her ability to go to combat, but also to showcase her ability as one of the 2 spellcasters in the whole game. Setzer Gabbiani, he's the invertebrate gambler and womanizer. He joins the Returners, offering the use of his airship to transport the heroes around the world. His class is Gambler. His special ability is Slot or Gill Toss if you have a certain item equipped. I'm red-black. He's a gambler. I think it could be cool to have a gamble effect on his card, or maybe coin flip, just to kind of symbolize the gambler. Shadow, not the hedgehog, is the ninja down here. He's a high-priced ninja mercenary who offers his services to both the Empire and the Returners. His class is Assassin. His special ability is Throw. I'm thinking mono black, maybe blue black, but I want him to create a dog token when he enters. If you know, you know. It's one of the things he does in the game. And I want him to throw equipment. I think that'd be funny. Realm Aroni is a small girl. She's on here somewhere. I'm running out of time. Living in the town of Thamisa with a passion for painting. She's a pictomancer or art mage for the uninitiated. Her special ability is Sketch or Control. She's green-blue or green-red. Control heavily. I'm kind of thinking Volo from Forgotten Realms. Bard adjacent for sure. She's able to copy the game, maybe choosing a creature and making a token copy of them. I think that could be a lot of fun. Stragomagus is our old blue mage. I don't even know if he's on here, but he's Realm's adoptive grandfather and one of the few remaining magi. He's a blue mage. That's his class. His special ability is Lore. He's red-blue as a blue mage, in my opinion. He can copy abilities, and I'd like to see his card reflect this in some way. Always be copying other spells and abilities, instant sorceries, etc. We got 3 more. Let's see if I can do this. Mog, a talking Moogle from Narsh Mines, or Narshi Mines, depending on how you pronounce it. His class is Moogle. Special ability is Dance. Dice rolling. I'm thinking Battle for Baldur's Gate or Forgotten Realms. He has 1 of 4 random effects normally, and likely white, black, or red, white. Dice roll. I think that'd be great. Umaro is a savage but loyal Yeti living in the Narshi Mines who answers only to Mog. Class is Berserker. Does not have a special ability. Green, red, or red, blue. Stompy Yeti. Let's go. And last but not least, Gogo is a mysterious, fully shrouded master of the art of mimicry who agrees to lend support only when the party finds its way to the lair in the stomach of a giant monster. Their class is Mime, their special ability is Mimic, and I'm thinking they're 5-color. It's crazy, I know, but they mimic the ability of all other party members. They can have up to 3 or 4 abilities of other party members equipped as their abilities. And so I think 5-color is the only way to go. Whew, we've got just a little bit of time left. If you're still here, thank you all so much for being here. Hope you like what you heard here today. Let me know what you think. Final Fantasy VI is a great game. Go play it. More predictions coming tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you think, if any of these characters you're excited for. And yeah, thank you so much for making it through this almost 10-minute video. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Also, if you made it this far, go ahead and comment down below what your favorite Final Fantasy summon, character, or favorite Magic the Gathering card is. Appreciate you.